got guests in the house. Yes, we do. And I'm going to turn it over to Sam, actually. And because, man, but I'll tell you what, I've been sitting here talking to the Moonshine Bandits. We got Dusty and Bird with us.
Hey, what's up?
And they were up late last night, weren't they, Sam?
Yes, they were. You guys were shooting a music video last night for your new album, right?
That's it.
Well, these guys, they're from Northern California, Country Outlaws. You guys are here to talk about your long-awaited new album, Blacked Out. Why Blacked Out?
Well, a couple reasons. Obviously, we're by our bloodshot eyes, you could tell we like to party. And the whole blacked out theme goes with that, but also because if you remember Johnny Cash, he was the man in black, and he always wore black because of his rebellious attitude, and he went against the grain and against status quo, and that kind of inspired our album. Obviously, we don't sound anything like Johnny, but we've always gone against the grain with our career, and I don't know if...
That's you nailed it.
And I bet you, guys, you have a great occult following that makes sure they're at every show that you play.
We're very blessed to have a rowdy bunch of individuals. We call them Shiner Nation. They have blessed us to get to the position we're in today, and they are a family-based unit. We call them family because that's what they are. They help each other out in tons of ways, whether it be certain people in Oregon need help with a surgery cost. They rally up the troops and they raise money, and they support our charity Outlaw Packing Company that sends troops to service members, men and women overseas that don't have anybody here at home. They support that organization, and they support us.
May I ask another question, Sam?
Yes, you can take control.
Okay, the name itself. I know y'all probably get asked this a lot, but where did the Moonshine Bandits come from?
Couple reasons. Well, the main reason is my great-grandfather back in the day was a bootlegger during Prohibition years.
Hey.
And he was in Half Moon Bay, Bay Area, California, and basically he used a barber shop as a front, and he would peddle moonshine in baby carriages. My great-aunt would peddle the moonshine to politicians.
Get a haircut, come out happy.
Yep,
Yeah.
pretty much, and that's how they made a way of living, so...
Cool.
That and, shoot.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I mean, back then, too, I mean, it did work out like that because when we were kicking around names, it was either like the Booze Brothers or like the Liquor Legends, and we're like, come on, dude. And then his family, they shared that story with us, and I was like, wow, that is very cool and unique, and that really kind of fits kind of what we do anyway, so
Yeah,
it stuck.
So set aside from being an artist, you also have an entrepreneurial spirit. You guys have barbecue seasoning and moonshine yourself. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, our moonshine, we teamed up with a local distillery in Modesto, California, Valley Spirits, and we launched Moonshine Bandits Outlaw Moonshine, the original. It's 99 proof, and that's based after Highway 99, which runs north and south through California. And that launched 6 years ago for the clear, and the apple pie came out 4 years ago, and the peach came out 3 years ago.
And we'll be
Robbie,
getting...
we're going to have to get us some of this moonshine.
Yeah.
I was going to
We had to
say...
send some out here.
I think we're distributed in 4 states, and online you could order it too.
Can you?
Yeah, outlawshine.com.
Outlawshine.com.
Yeah.
There you go.
So,
That's
and then we
awesome.
also have, we have jerky that we do, and it's sweet and spicy, flavored, and actually some guys that went to our high school back in California approached us, and they were a little bit older than us, a couple years older than us, but approached us, and they had a company that they were working with, and they said, hey, would you guys like to do jerky? And we're like, our fans would love jerky, because we eat it all the time on the road. I mean, we're eating all the time, and we had an opportunity to go through and sample all these different flavors and stuff, and it was very cool, so it ended up working out.
So your new album, Blacked Out, is set to release July 17th. Tell us, a little bit about this album.
Go ahead.
I just did the last two.
They're arguing over here in the
Do
studio.
y'all write?
argue a lot.
Do y'all write your own stuff? Do you get other stuff? I mean, is this
we do write pretty much all of our own stuff. This album, we kind of took a little bit different approach. We came out to Nashville and wrote with Ira Dean on a few songs.
Oh.
And those tracks actually made the album. So that was a unique experience. It was great hanging out with Ira. I mean, if you ever met him, he's got great stories. And
He's a rebel.
he's awesome.
Yeah.
He's awesome. So he taught us a lot. And we hung out at his ranch, and it was just cool.
I know we wrote with Noah
We wrote-
Gordon. He's been around the game for a while, and
Right.
that song turned out really good. Made
So
a
we
record.
wrote with, or I say we wrote with writers for 2 songs of 15 tracks, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. And
Did you come into writing the record with a certain focus? You had a few things you wanted to get off your chests.
out here?
I think we had a theme in our heads. It was basically we wanted to write a soundtrack for blue collar workers and
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
type of people, because where we're from in Central Valley, it's all ag and farming, and that's kind of what we've been around.
Oh.
So that was the concept for the album, and it turned out like this is basically that album for those people that work their ass off during the week and want to let loose on the weekends. So
There you go.
Yeah.
I just recently moved from California, here to Nashville. Would you say the country scene is different in California than it is here, or
Well, obviously Nashville's Nashville, so you're just gonna be a little bit more country. But I mean, California is country. 90% of the state is country. You know what I mean? You get outside the city limits, and it's all agricultural. Where we live, I mean, we're in like the 3rd largest agricultural area in the world.
Well, anybody that's
So,
been around
it's-
country long enough, know the Bakersfield sound comes out of
there's
California.
a few boys out there, yeah.
So
Dwight
and
Merle,
awesome guy.
Gary Allen,
Gary Allen.
isn't he? I mean,
I saw
he's
Gary Allen
yeah.
last year and talked to him.
and it's funny how those guys all have their unique sound that's different than people that aren't from California.
yeah,
they do?
Yeah, it's crazy. I remember reading something about Dwight. When he first started, he had to play shows with like punk rock bands because people didn't really understand his style of country.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, you just wrapped up your national tour, Rebels on the Run. Are you a bunch of rebels? Can you tell us? I mean, do you guys
Come to a
ever?
show.
You're together. Come to the show.
Once you see,
You guys are together a lot. Do you ever argue? Do you ever?
Never.
Do you, never.
All the time.
we have
In
2
fact,
buses
we have
now.
to get 2 buses.
2 buses
He rides in
now?
We're like Brooks and Dunn already. We just get started.
He rides in one, and his head rides in the other one.
Yeah.
Wow. So shooting the
Jack
video
up, man.
last night.
I would never say that to you on air.
Yeah, really, and it's recorded. You're gonna have it on
And they're
tape.
filming it too.
Okay, so y'all did just shoot your video,
Yeah.
and I mean a lot of hurry up and wait, but you had a good time because when you are standing around, you get to partake in adult beverages, correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that.
Average Joe's came through with a lot of booze yesterday. Thank you, Shan.
They were thanking us we weren't doing this at 7:00 before we did go live.
Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't do this at 7:00.
Me too.
Too. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, we had a good time yesterday filming that video.
For what song? What song we
The
coming out?
song's called Outback, and it features a lot of our friends. I think Bubba Sparks is on there and a bunch of guys that are our peers. So it was great to have them all in one spot. I mean, pretty hard with scheduling for everybody, so turned into a big party.
All right. Well, you guys can get their new album, Blacked Out, July 17th.
July
We
17th.
are speaking with the Moonshine Bandits.
Yep.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you
you.
guys for
Appreciate
coming
it.
into the studio.
Thanks for
Thanks
having
for
us
having
in.
us.
What did we not ask you that you've always wanted to say?
Why don't
Now
you talk
is
to me
your
about my
chance.
mohawk?
Well, you know what? I figured everybody talked to you about your mohawk.
Why didn't you
Sometimes I
ask
do.
us about our craziest road story? How come we didn't get that question? We got a couple of those.
Because we know you have those things.
Yeah.
We were trying to be, calm, but in all sincerity, so you guys have, when you are on stage, okay, if you've noticed over the last 5 weeks, a lot of people are falling off stages. You ever fall off stage? You ever run off the stage? You ever dive into the crowd? What?
I did not fall off. I did in Salt Lake City trip over a step, and I claim I was because I keep my eyes closed when I sing, so I wear shades, and Tex thinks I was just too drunk. It could have been
Fell
both.
on stage, not off it.
Caught myself. My face caught myself.
Your face caught yourself.
Yeah.
Well, good thing.
So y'all are kind of some of the old troubadours. So the old troubadours didn't mind partaking before shows.
No,
so
we do. It
Y'all,
helps us.
y'all partake because does it
Yeah.
calm the nerve? What?
It just makes it fun on stage. It calms the nerves. It definitely
You're
does.
blending in with the rest of the crowd.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
if they're having a good time, why can't we?
Exactly.
You just gotta come and see a show because we put out so much energy. I mean, we learn from other guys that aren't in the country business how to tour. So our energy level is through the roof, and you got to be able to keep that up. And for us, it's like get a couple.
Do
little
you
bit of a
feel as
buzz
though
and
you
hit
were
the
able
stage.
to project that in the video?
Oh
last
yeah,
night?
yeah.
Absolutely.
Our videos are pretty high energy, I'd say.
Yeah.
Well, okay. What's the next tat from either one of you?
Well, I just got this made in USA one, and I'm running out of real estate. So
I'm putting a Cadillac right here. So,
Really?
Yeah.
I bet you they find somewhere on you can put another
there's
tat.
a lot of memories on these
I got to
arms.
do a cover up.
Does each tattoo have a memory
Oh,
or
yeah.
some sort of situation?
Oh, yeah. I got Johnny right there. I
Look
love
at that.
Johnny, big Johnny fan.
Just
Yeah, a
just
lot
on
of
your arm,
Italian
or
stuff.
or can on your back, your chest, or
No, my wife doesn't want me to get anything on my chest or
I
stomach.
got him around a little bit, back, chest.
Stick to my arm.
We have freedom on my arm. That's
There
for
you go.
Granddaddy, and he fought in World War II, jumped in
Right.
on D-Day. He was a paratrooper, and that's actually why I wear my mohawk. I wear it for the troops that are overseas. So
No joke.
till they all come home. And a lot of people don't know that, and they're like, country people don't do that. And
Yeah, they
they're
do.
not supposed to have mohawks, but I know a lot of guys that are in the bands, that play in the bands that have hawks.
There's quite a few of them in the bands. Kenny Chesney's got a guy with a mohawk in the
Yeah.
band. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Gary Allen's got.
Yeah.
I think everybody has
Yeah,
got
right.
mohawks
Yeah. No doubt.
in the band. So,
So-
it's a cool thing. I mean,
Appreciate it.
and it works.
Thank
20 years ago, that'd have been the first thing I'd ask you. What's wrong with your head?
Yeah.
But now,
What did that guy say in
You know-
Texas?
One of your boys from Texas had something to tell me. I don't think I can say it on the air right now, though.
Yeah,
but-
you can say ass on the air.
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah, well, I walked into this little gas station somewhere outside of Waco, Texas, and this old timer, he looked at me, boy, what the hell? He goes, if my dog had a hairdo like that, I'd shave his ass and make him walk backwards.
Wow.
And I was like, I didn't even know what to say. I didn't know what the hell he just said to me.
Just growl at them.
Yeah,
And
I do that.
they'll leave you alone.
I do get that a lot. A lot of people will come up and they'll say, like, is that thing real?
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, you want to touch it? And they'll come in to touch it, and I'll bark at them, and it'll freak them out, and then they'll laugh.
I
And
kind of
then
want to
that's
touch
like-
it now. It feels
That's fine.
very
It was-
stiff.
it is
After
stiff.
this, he's over here barking at me now.
No,
There it is, yeah, on the airplane.
Well, and again, there usually is a story. Someone that's older, like yourself,
Yeah.
that there's a story behind it, and you're supporting the troops.
That's right.
That way, so that's kind of cool.
100%.
Thanks,
A lot
guys.
of people don't know that, and I don't ever have a chance to really share that, so
Yeah.
that's why I wear it.
Okay.
That's awesome. All right.
Yep.
Well, thank you guys for coming into
Hey,
the
thank you
studio.
guys for giving us
You guys
the
go check them
platform.
out. The Moonshine Bandits, Blacked Out, July 17th.
That's
That's
right.
it.
Thank you so
What's
much.
your website?
MoonshineBands.com.
MoonshineBandits.com.
There it is.
You guys can also find it on Country Music Minute. We'll have the video posted so you guys can see the mohawk online.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Thanks for coming down, guys.
Thank
guys.
you.
Appreciate
You
it.
guys take care.